All right, I think that should do everything. Get comfortable a little bit more. There we go. I don't know, I'm gonna put my feet on that. Hey, how you guys doing? Hey, hi, it's me. Hi, it's Tanko. How you guys doing? What's going on? Hey, hi. We got more Fate Triple C. Man, I wish well, I was going to say I wish my power of bring Fate what is it called? Bring Fate remasters into reality via Let's Plays extended to Fate Extra. But then I remembered about Extra Record, which is a thing that exists. We don't have a time or a date for it, but it is a thing that actually exists. So technically it does work, and I think it was announced in the middle of my last extra playthrough. I don't quite remember at what point it did, but I'm fairly certain it did. So now, all that's left, at least for my VODs, is for them to announce like a Triple C DLC for it. But that seems fairly unlikely since the game isn't even out or released, or a date isn't even out for the game itself. So while I'd like to say that Triple C is coming, and maybe it is, who's to say? Who's to say? It's my one failure so far. But yeah, not much else to say about it. I'm trying to see if there's any announcements. I really should write shit down. Oh, shit. I had a really interesting talking point about the narrative, but I forgot in the shower. I hope you can't hear me adjusting my mic boom. I need it out of the way, but also in front of my face well enough. There's one more thing for me to noodle with and like fuck with the sound. What I really need is a way to I need a way to dampen the sound. Because I just need like one giant screen, but there's nothing for me to hang like blankets off of. Because if it was just like, if I had something to hang blanket, like I can baffle the sound. I have a surplus of blankets of which to put all sorts of places. Like I know how to do it. I just don't have anything that I could hang the blankets off of. It's annoying. What was it? I think the thought started with Jinako must come from a mage family. Her parents must have been mages. Because this is like a non-normie thing. Then I remembered, oh wait, that's not exactly true. And in the extra universe, like magic died out, which is pretty good to me. And so everything is just advanced hacking. And I guess video game stuff? They're not really clear with that. Whatever the fuck is going on with Shinji and Jinako, that they can access these super technical things. But I don't think that's where that started and ended. Shit, whatever. Where's my controller? Hello? This thing working? Oh gosh. Okay. Alright. And here we go. Let's get this shit started. Shoes and gloves. Interesting. They just want me to head straight to the student council? Yeah. Gonna make a lap first. Oh, that reminds me. I really should find a way to make it so that it's always open. Oh, whatever. Nah. That's right. Anyway, after speak with friends, okay. So the main thing was just a different thing. What's going on, Shinji? Ultimately, Jinako had no place to go back to. That explains why she had over 60,000 hours of playtime in FA. The total champ turned out to be a pretty lonely person. Yeah, that's how that happens. It's like a weird self. I don't know how to say it. It's rule to yourself thing. What's going on with that? I'm trying to write something. There's no talking. Gave up. Yeah. I can kind of understand the mentality, or at least I can attempt to take a stab at the mentality. Because I've kind of been there very briefly when I was a little bit younger. It's kind of like a... I almost want to say it's kind of a perfectionist thing, but not really. It's... You want to avoid being hurt. So the easiest way to avoid being hurt is to not make the connections in the first place. So you miss out on a lot of... I feel like I could interact with this decorative plant. Pretty tall. Yeah, okay. So you avoid making the connections in the first place. So that means you can't get hurt. But because you're not making the connections, humans are an inherently social race? Species? There it is. Which means we need contact with other people. But like if you're just isolating yourself by choice, it's actually fairly cruel to your... And like other people could take it in different amounts. Like still talk with other people, like a lot of other people. Hold on, I want to see something. I hope that can't be picked up on the mic. Okay. I still talk with like a lot of other people in my day-to-day life, but not a whole lot. And it's not every day. Like, it's kind of weird to say, but these is like the most, these, like the videos that I do, is like the most amount of talking that I do on like a day-to-day basis, really. So like, I'm almost never speaking at these great lengths with anybody, but what Jinako was doing, the kind of self-isolation thing, is like almost inherently cruel to yourself without even knowing, because you're not engaging in like any kind of social activity, even social games like she was apparently playing with Shinji. It was like it's not enough, because there's ways to single player games like that, like even Final Fantasy 14, which is like kind of the most social game that I play, barring like, I don't know, a fighting game, is like actively working to be single player, which isn't a bad thing specifically, but like, I don't know, that's just that kind of isolation is like very, you start doing it because you think you're protecting yourself, and to a certain extent you are, but it's also very self-destructive because you're not really getting that kind of human contact that everybody needs at some point. And it really messes with you. It makes you think things are in a weird way. Full House. Mr. Osaka Rani's investigation work has identified important information related to Jinako. Specifically details about her in the Holy Grail War, not of her background on Earth, but in the near side of the moon cell. Gato. Leo brings up the matter in a low tone, contrasting his usual cheerful ring. Gato takes over, hand on his chin, nodding, yes. He's acting completely normal and is a real letdown. God. I've been watching so obviously I've been doing like a playthrough of 100 Line with my friend Saf, and I like 100 Line, and everybody else really likes 100 Line, and because other people really like 100 Line, people are getting back into Danganronpa. So like I see like a lot of people who are either playing it for the first time or like they were in on the fandom but never really played the. It's very interesting, and Gato really reminds me of what's his fucking name? Hiro. Yasuhiro from Danganronpa 1. In that I don't like either of them, and they have like weird spiritual religious mumbo jumbo going on with them. Although a lot of Hiro's predictions, like actual like declarations of what's going to go on in the future, did actually happen. Sometimes in bad universes, but they did actually happen. So he had something. Fun games, is he making sure? I should have done the test recording. Whatever. Hear this. Steadily advancing through the Holy Grail with my god, we came upon one chance where we won effortlessly, a win by default. The opponent that felt like wham right off the shelf was none other than Jinako. She chose defeat without putting up a fight. Yeah, would have been nice if you remembered that from the beginning. Would have saved me the pain in the process of elimination, salvaging highly concealed battle data one by one to the very last set. Yeah, fury is warranted. If you asked a judge if they wanted to know the loser's name, they'd reply that there's no need. There's no need to overwrite shame with shame. In any case, Jinako and I were, by nature, incompatible comrades. Leo and Rin supplied me with further information. In the opening of the near side's Holy Grail War, Jinako discovered the protected janitor's closet. The old school's janitor closet may have had a different vibe, but it's the very same shelter Jinako took before. Jinako didn't lose at a battle between masters. She hid inside the janitor's closet without ever taking the battlefield. However, if she were to have taken even one step outside of that custodial room, the moon cell would deem her as being defeated and delete her. Interesting. Hence why Jinako was unable to leave and shut herself in the janitor's closet the entire time. Still, when the Holy Grail War closes, once the victor's proclaimed, the school building will end up being collected up as a garbage object. Naturally, the janitor's closet Jinako's hiding in will be deleted. In other words, Jinako didn't die fighting in the Holy Grail War, but her fate was to be deleted once the Grail War ended. Panic struck Jinako once the memory of that returned and she ran away from us. We have recovered the cube from Passion Lab and regained our memories. Although it did leave everyone considerably confused, it resulted in Jinako Kirigiri driving herself further into a corner. Evie seized that opportunity. Who are we supposed to blame here? Returning to the near side only means death. Having recalled that memory, Jinako probably didn't have the willpower to defy PB. At the time when she recovered that memory, Jinako must have certainly known that I, Monjigato, was her original opponent. Why did she distance herself from her unsolvable problem, even if it was postponed? Her actions are baffling. Her optimism is brittle as sculpted candy, and her escapism is as useful as burying her head in sand. Oh, is that so? I'm sure it appears that way to you, Treasurer Rani, but that's not being very human, is it? We declare that being swept along by instinctive urges and idleness is what human nature is, and stray cats are quite human. Nothing wrong with stray cats. They're the ultimate life forms in a sense. Such gods exist too. Gato and Rani's conflicting exchange continues. Suddenly Jinako's pain expression from her SG loneliness was released pops into my mind. If only I'd gotten to know her back in the Holy Grail War. There's no point in thinking about what ifs now. But I wonder if having friends by her side would have changed something. I wonder if you could actually find that I'm thinking back to the janitor's closet and where it was. The janitor's closet that I think we're talking about, it was replaced by the arena. But I also had to wonder if maybe if you go looking for it, you can find the janitor's closet and hear somebody talking on the other side of it. Probably not though. Maybe an extra record, we'll see. Sakura's reporting on the 12th floor has been activated. Once you're ready, continue your exploration and SG retrieval. Jinako Kirigiri is the Labyrinth Sentinel. Nevertheless, she's one of our allies who also desires to escape. I don't know about that last bit. I won't tell you to be peaceful anymore. I don't see it unseemly to injure one another. That said, Hakuno, I believe you'll be the one to break this absurd spiral of us having to hurt our allies to continue forward. Sure do hope so. I don't really want to push her any further into a corner. Oh, hey, Ren. Hey, there's something that's been bothering me. You have a second? It's about Kiara Sessioing. Out of curiosity, I had Rani look into her. Presently, she is also a master who sustains a servant, and... We have nothing to be concerned about. It is true that the Western financial conglomerates went after her. The conglomerates went after her? So Kiara is an enemy of those conglomerates. Is she a freelance hacker like Rin? No, she doesn't oppose anyone. Though the only data we have comes up to what we dug up here. Could you please, Rani? Yes. Starting from the conclusion, she's a cyber criminal wanted by Interpol. At one point, she was the leader of a religious cyber cult. It no longer exists, though. And well, all the men and women in it idolized her, so much that they all committed suicide. People who were smitten with her, people with a thing for being abused by her, people hooked on conversing with her, people who detested her to death, people who were crazy over her body, lots of different folks. The end results were all the same: suicide. Even outside of the internet, most of the people who associated with her committed suicide. Included among them were even cyber investigators and spies from the conglomerates that had chased her around. What's astonishing is that apparently one spy died in order to save her from adherents who were out to kill her. According to these documents, that person was apparently her lover. According to Julius, that person was a misanthrope and didn't seem particularly interested in women. Personally, I can't comprehend Kiara Sessioin's cognitive structure. She's too much of an enigma. was a misanthropic and was particularly interested in it. Do I know that person? I don't think so. There's people who like, it could be, but that'd be like being extremely generous with a description. Anyway. She's too much of an enigma. She saved many people, but each of them trampled on her goodwill. She was betrayed by others over and over again, and yet she did abandon her goal of bringing salvation. Or rather, it makes me think that she is fine with being betrayed. You could say she is an indomitable spirit, but in her case, it goes much too far. I may not be one to say this, but it's as if she's a machine devoid of emotions. Okay. I think so too. It's like she's just obsessed with being a hero of justice? Or something? She's even being called the last saint. One thing's for sure, she's the biggest victim. But it's also true that she's the cause of mass suicide and conflict. Thus, with backing from the conglomerates, she was added to the world's most wanted list. Though some came to her legal defense, and the conglomerates had backing from the Holy Church. That lot hasn't been able to put out a saint in years. A woman emerges is treated as a saint in the East and disregards their group. Guess they could let that one slip by. You're being biased, Mr. Sako. Chiara Sassoon is considered clearly a modern-day saint, even by the church. The problem is that person who started insisting on that was a church cardinal and a candidate for the next papacy. The Holy Church didn't try to apprehend Chiara because she was some thorn in their side. They recognized her as the highest class of threat to the preservation of their faith. They're being way more vicious than that. They need to be. What about Chiara's virtue? I think it should be called magical powers at this point. She was even able to free an elderly man on the brink of death and obsessed with prolonging his life from that suffering. What I found astonishing was, after that elderly man experienced her teachings, he became an impeccable person. It was only for a brief time, just 2 months that he was in contact with Chiara Sassoon, but his nature truly became that of a saint. That resulted in the Holy Church going out to her. She was betrayed by the faith and many people and was denounced as a murderer. Okay, we're taking the wrong route by bringing Earth affairs into the Moon Cell. She's still a cybercriminal, Mr. Osaka. Well, yeah, but I particularly agree. I think Chiara is different. That girl's an airhead. She has no clue how much she drives everyone around her insane. The nickname she got stuck with was the Devilish Bodhisattva. Really sums her up. Why is that, Kishinami? We know she's being misrepresented, but we deem that it is best to err on the side of caution. Please refrain from making unnecessary contact with her from now on. Sure. Oh, shit. What a time for the controller to be weird. Okay, there it is. What do you think, Sakura? I spoke to just about every master during the first round of the Holy Grail War, but I never got to speak with Jinako. She was confined in the janitor's closet the entire time. The door transforms into the arena's entrance out at the preliminaries end. Okay, there we go. My guess is that she found the back entrance to the now doorless janitor's closet by coincidence. Interesting. Let's see. So Gawain did that. Yes, once we get a break from this turmoil, I would like to have a nice, long chat with you. Scone and black tea in hand. Don't you think it'd be fun if we spoke about things like what type of people we're into or our past experiences? I understand. In the event that we do break out of this toilet old school, let's arrange for a place to do that. It's a promise. Sure, ma'am. Resolve on losing before one's fight, then running wholeheartedly from that truth. Sad, isn't it? Her flight will assuredly lead her nowhere. I think that she, the one running, knows this better than anyone else. The darkness within Jinako Kirigiri's heart. Though shallow, she is rooted deep. Her self-harm is slow and insidious. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, only hurting herself. Jinako Kirigiri gave me left as she is now. It's hard for me to be supporting her. You say I was more reckless and macho in the Holy Grail War? Well, of course, in the Holy Grail War, all masters are enemies. They must be defeated, and that's that. But this is not the Holy Grail War. Everyone here is an ally. We need to take good care of the bonds we may form here. Well, now I kind of want to know what he was like. I feel like I missed out on half the game. Like, I guess I technically did by kind of speed running Tosaka every time. Hey, Kiara, I was told not to talk to you. I found Kiara and Anderson in the hallway. You know, where they usually are. I recall what Rin told me about Kiara's background. I was a little hesitant, but I tried asking her about whether it was true or not. If all the adherents connected to Kiara killed themselves, I don't think this was, I don't think that this willowy woman would be in the middle of such a maelstrom of death. Yes, everything those girls spoke of is true. What I thought or what my goals were irrelevant to the people. The only thing left in my hands was the outcome. The lives of many people were consumed by my own avarice. However, pardon me, now suddenly I'm wondering if I committed a crime. Kiara looks puzzled, as if miserable from the bottom of her heart. Her expression makes me think of a terrifically beautiful and fleeting heaven lotus. They loved me by their own will, became despaired by their own actions, and, at the end of their love, ended their lives. There was no bloodlust in them to be found. They simply drowned in me. They were committed to their desires and wasted their lives out of that lust. I love all people equally, and I want to be loved. That is what I crave. I can't help it. I'm selfish. That's why I can never belong to one person. Sorry, I'm running grand order in the background. What is... Did I miss something? Anyway, they went insane, as if despairing from that truth, as if craving and lusting insatiably for me. As a result, they ended their lives. How can anybody rebuke such a devoted love? I wanted to save them. They wanted me to save them. In the end, they died, and that's all there is to it. Saying that, she smiles, sorrowfully, with such beauty that any who saw it would be touched. Got anything to say, Anderson? Feels like you should interject here. Goosebumps jolt all across my body. This here is a good woman, completely benevolent. And that's why I find it difficult to consider her human, in terms of her mentality. As a religious leader, Kiara treated many people impartially and lavished them with love. That resulted in those adherents becoming swollen with desire. I beg you, I want only you to love. I want you to love only me. I want endless love from you. But that wasn't allowed. As a consequence of treating everyone equally, Kiara Sessioin possessed no love towards individuals. Interesting. Rewriting banners. And then they practically emulating desire was how they literally were destroyed. Because they went and recognized Kiara as a saint, they became aware of their essentially salvationless reality and despaired. What terrible irony. They probably could have returned to their lives if they distanced themselves from her. But perhaps because they had known this almost bodhisattva love, they couldn't leave the palm of her hand. Interesting. I apologize. I understand your argument, but I don't intend on stopping. And even a person like me has convictions that can't be conceded. My life can't end just yet. That makes more sense. For now, please don't be concerned with my affairs. Please focus on defeating BB and returning to the Holy Grail War. And after, if a time comes when we face each other as masters in the Holy Grail War, then please charge me with my sin. If Kiara Sessioin's life deserved to have been lived, or if not. Yes, if it's you, I hope you'll tell me. I hope you'll tell me the answer as to whether my ancient school's doctrines were correct or incorrect. Without replying to Kiara's smile, I leave her presence. I've dealt with many masters up to this point. And she's a master, too, throwing herself into battle for the sake of a wish she can't give up. This is heaven's battlefield, a garden of selfishness where wishes are put on the line. I'm certain that Kiara isn't special. Here, everyone fights for themselves. Alright. You just let her say all that shit without a word, bro? That's interesting. Alright, 12th floor. Oh man. Weak point. Was that always there? Wait, why is the weight in a weird way?
最後に測ったのは確か49キロですが知りたければ抱き上げてくださいますか
No, thank you.
日本にある真言立川流の里です。今は何もありませんが。6月4日。年は重ねたくないものですね。
If I had to guess. 34. But that's unreliable. Your favorite color of underwear? I can't believe this is a question that gets asked. I'd say a pure white snow or a bewitching deep black.
清楚な雪の白か、妖艶な漆の黒か。女ですもの。それくらい使い分けますわ。
Rotation. She is something.
清楚な
Oops, shit, didn't mean to do that
雪の
again.
白か、妖艶な漆の黒。
Alright, still going. Kiara Session's SG. Kiara's ideal of wishing for all humans to love equally, without being held down by prejudice. Naturally, this includes the denial of conflict in both religious teachings and ideology. Conflict between those in differing religious views and the like would be the absolute most disgraceful to her. It's likely because of this ideal of hers was too strong that her servant Anderson ended up with no means of attack. Right. That looked weird, me humming that like that. I was doing something else on my phone. God, if we get ambushed again? Okay, never mind. Yeah. She doesn't seem like the type of ambush. Just how many floors does the Sakura Labyrinth have? Oop, shit. I thought you'd say more. Alright. Another day, another floor. Life. Oh, thank God, I forgot. What the fuck? Is that a countdown? What is this? A skull and crossbones abruptly appears above my head. This is ominous. It really doesn't get more ominous than this. Mosh mosh. Oh shit, it's going. So that there's a countdown to your end, Kishinami. Your death sentence. Jinako's voice echoed through the labyrinth. It shows just a regular transmission. It should be just a regular transmission, but it sounds ominous. Like she's satisfied with herself. You hear me? Once that number hits 0, you're a goner. Whenever he says aloud. Got it? I warned you. Anything happens, it's your own dang fault. The sentinel of the labyrinth's voice wanes and grows distant. An indescribable gravity lingers on its trail. The number displayed here is certainly ticking down with each passing moment. Is this a time attack floor? No. Even if there is a time limit, why are there so many digits? If it's by the second, then we have plenty of time. If I go about this poorly, I'll have months. Wait, won't this take years? Hakuno, I told you to humiliate yourself, but don't expose me to flustered humiliation. After all, something like this will naturally make one panic. You lot are always facing many ending clocks. To be manipulated by immediate death is to be toppled by your current predicament. Gilgamesh isn't acting flustered, which distracts me from my apprehension. But to be honest, I wasn't really that big a shock to me. Right now, Jinako's state of mind is what has me concerned. Like back with Rin and Ronnie, her mind isn't working to remove foreign invaders. It's working to reject them. Jinako said we'll end up in the same place. I don't know what she's trying to tell me with that, but I can't leave this lying, lonely girl alone. Let's look for Jinako. Let's open the door from the outside. Let's go find her hope. Nope, okay. I don't get to know. Please tell me you don't make loud clanking noises anymore. Thank God. Okay. What's this? Oh, cool. Teleport. I want to know the number, please and thank you. It's probably just for like narrative effect. Yeah. That's a Jinako original, the loop-de-loop warp. Go ahead and waste your counts on elements of the labyrinth that no one asked for. Come on, controller, I know you can do it.
まだ焦る時間ではありません。着実に攻略を進めていきましょう。
Waste my counts, what does that mean? Oh, wow. Hey, what's that over there? Oh, it's Jinako. Interesting. Wait, so where are we? Oh, okay. Yeah, here. I want to go back for a second and check out where this red one goes. Huh. Oh, is this the loop-de-loop she was talking about? Did I just happen to go to the right one? Alright. Get over here. That's a good look on you, bro. Oh, that's right. Oh, the Chains of Heaven, that's right. Yes. Domesticator. Just go all out. Back there, and then... Go, whatever. Inky doo. Oh, fuck. Well, for that much, MP might as well. Now, if she really wanted to fuck with me, the teleporter on the way back wouldn't send me back, it'd send me somewhere else. So that one's to Jinako, kind of a dead end. This one must be to this big guy. Get over here. We can take a stronghold. Go. Oh, I think I fucked up a little bit here. After this I blocked, but he's stunned, right? Yeah, it worked out. Yeah. Ow, fuck. That's on me. I expected it. Did we get you your booze? Your MP booze? No, we didn't. Fuck. Alright, well. We don't exactly need your MP booze yet. Get over here. Not really? Again? There it is. Not feeling so good. Unfortunately, now I have to actually play. Because we're out of MP. They wouldn't spell anything out with the floors, would they? Maybe? It does look a bit more. Alright. Shit. I want to do. Here we go. Nice. Nice. Damn. time. Let's say you. Yep. Yep. Again, I wish this was a little bit bigger. Hold on. It's an A. Two S? Shit. Wish I had a map. Alright, whatever. They're like letters that are up all around the place. There we go. Hopeless. I wonder, hold on. That's break. Hope that's it. Nice. Just one thing. Nah. I keep forgetting to jump. And this one's a K. I wonder if it's spelling her name. Then what else? Yep. Yep. Easy read. Wait in my eye with that. It's oh hey. Very ordinary snorkels. There's a door somewhere. Did I do that? I did, yeah. Let's do the chest. Yeah, okay. I think that's what Tiger's looking for. This one isn't though. Ooh, you know what? Hold on. Jinako's back there. I'm gonna go up before dip into the fountain and go back. But this is very definitely a J. Back up before for a second so that I can, yeah. Yes, return to the player's floor so that I can dip into the fountain. It's right there. What a weird way to do that. Where is that fountain? Fountain? Bed? What? Huh? Shit. Oh, wait, nope, never mind. I did not notice we were full again. Okay. That'll do. I don't know what's ahead, but I'm going to be ready for it. Whatever it is. The next floor. Is it? No. It's like a J or an H. suppose it could be either. Yeah, very short lowercase h. Alright, how we doing, Depressy? Depressedy. You're just chilling? That's nice, I guess. After egressing from the labyrinth's cemetery, we saw a room. In that room is Jinako, all alone. Gilgamesh surveys the space, but Launcher is nowhere to be found. We unexpectedly arrive at our destination, yet again very quickly. Or not? The path continues farther past here. And you reached the goal. Good job. I'll tell you something as a reward. The SG for this labyrinth is Curse of Death. Without hesitation, she said something outrageous. I barely had time to be startled before she continued. And I'll let you in on something else too. If you want that SG, someone's gotta die. Someone has to die? Jinako herself was feigning indifference. Still, after firing her verbal bullets through my heart, she loosened a bundle of grenades on me with that too. What you gotta say, bro? Well now, so anyone is fine? Well, then we have someone right here. This roastable female pig in front of us. A menacing Gilgamesh draws closer to the totally defenseless Jinako. This is kind of bad. I get why AU is angry, but this is the one shortcut to the end I don't really want to take. If we defeat Jinako without obtaining her SG, the entire student council will be trapped in the far side of the moon, and escape will be impossible. There's certainly a condition we can't simply ignore. You said someone must die, but then what happens to Hakuno's countdown? Do you impose the burden of this curse of death upon all challenges of this labyrinth? Well, duh. But if you were to get that SG, you would presumably finish clearing the labyrinth, so the countdown would stop, right? Like if I know. Anywho, it's simple, yo. I need to sort the spell stuff on this floor. It's the only NEET tip tree I got for you. What? That's not very funny. Like how we're going to accept a requirement like that? That's right. We can't possibly ignore this. This is a plot by BB taking advantage of the characteristic of Jinako's SG. It just hit me. One can lose a battle yet win the war. I've got the most genius idea. A roar erupted as if to shatter the deathly silence. It wasn't a labyrinth signal. It was a live voice reaching my ears. But from where? Oh, man. It's too noisy. We're going to actually relay our signal. It appears that Monji Gato is visually observing you from the vicinity of the labyrinth's entrance. Oh, huh? How is he doing that? That's incredible. It's incredible, but scary. Aye, good work, Treasurer Ronnie. I thank you. That urna on your forehead isn't just for show. Off to report to Hokkaido Kishinami now. Unlikely to dial down his volume, Gato's transmission reaches me. After all the trouble he's been in after warning him, he's going to try and tackle the labyrinth alone again, and without a servant. Oh. Sorry to bother you when you're busy, Hokkaido Kishinami. Do you hear me? Too loud? Oh, sorry. Actually, I have a super secret strategy this time. I want to be modest. I want to modestly instruct you on it so very badly. Basically, you know. I don't really mind this countdown stuff, but those enemies wandering over there truly are a tad scary. Therefore, it is time for you to answer my summons, like the ever-descending gods in Buddha-do for me. I would like for you to return to the labyrinth entrance post-haste. Come back, Hakuno. I've never heard such a blatantly caustic, confidential conversation. I involuntarily meet eyes with Jinako. Jinako was scowling, fed up with it, but soon simply shrugged with disinterest. Mate. He's a boisterous man, but not a man to spread meaningless claims. He is a priest of many good deeds, after all. You believe every priest, don't you? Everyone in the student council is likewise speechless, probably unsure what to make of this. That said, it's not like I myself have a solution, unfortunately. Let's start by heading back to the labyrinth entrance and meeting up with Gato. A genius plan? What is it really, Gato? If it's a stupid plan you took 3 seconds to make up, I'll turn you into shrimp chili. Whoa, that's a famously stubborn hot dogger and microwave everything granny for you? What? Yes, your concerns are understandable. But believe me now and trust this to me with the same sentiment as one who rides the Titanic. It's 3 minutes until the iceberg. I don't know that you know what you're talking about, Gato, but okay. Do you know how the Titanic went, brother? Also, there's no enemies. It's like a clean, straight line from there to here. Oh, brother, where art thou? There he is. Now Gato shows up. Looks like he evacuated temporarily. Was he always this wise? No. Have this much sense? Good to see you again. I just dropped in myself. Oh, I'm serious. I wasn't waiting? Not at all. But hey, Kishinami, I know I'm the one that called you here, but don't you feel tired? In the manner of Jizo, I shall wait here. Stopping by the old school to prepare isn't a bad choice. Once I make my move, my cataclysmic grand strategy will go off instantly. Explosion! No doubts. I'm going in. That kind of thing. If you need to mentally prepare before that, do some shopping, consult President Leo, then you should get it all out of the way. Although he's oblivious, Gato's always capable of thinking about others. I think that taking his advice and going back to the old school would probably be fine. Oh, okay, sure, man. Okay, let's go. Stock up on Gil's booze, but I don't think we're going to have a chance to use it much. What's good, you shitty priest? What do I have? Take a look. Ungiver shit. What do I have? I only need one. Okay, wait, Master MP. MP. Which of those? Do I have any extras? Yeah, okay. Give me all the dish you have. Wait, hold on. Let's do something. Protection charge. Increases servant defense. Heals HP. Moderately heals servant. Oh, wait. No. Servant strength, servant magic. Negate single stab buff. That's cool. Alright. Nothing of use. Give me that ratio. I can only get 2? Jesus Christmas. This is better than a lot. Hey, by the way, while I'm out here, what's going on, Kataga? That's... Thank you, Kishinami. So you brought me a tool to swim across the ocean. Now it'll be a cinch to break out of here. I'll give you this gift as thanks. I found out while excavating inside the school. Please help yourself. I guess I am there. Alright, you're just gonna dive off the roof. I'll get in touch with you if I make it. Keep your nose in your textbook until then. Good luck, Tiger. I said something about talking to Leo. Might as well check to see what's up. For me, this is starting to look forward to getting back to the race. Alright, well, some bullshit. Goofs are way more dangerous than folks with conviction. That's because they have no self-awareness. I don't get along with saint-type people in the first place. That's not entirely true. I think she actually has some screws this summer. Serving others without any reward, really. That does in fact sound like her end. I'm not going as hard on my water as I normally do. But at the same time, like, I feel like I'm drinking a lot recently. as a result. Oh, I like to bug Shinji. What's going on? I had to face off against Jinako, huh? I had to face... Damn, no, I never remembered it again. I was finally starting to calm down too. Damn it. Yeah, well... I don't exactly remember how our fight went, because I was with Caster at that time. How did that go? Alright. That's all the extra preparations I could think to make. Is everything in order? Yeah. This is actually, hold on. To be honest, I need to event loop her as well. Take your time and come back. Are you gonna, like, kill yourself or something? I can't say it. Okay, well. Give me another, like, 10 minutes. I want to save. Nope, shit. Okay, well. Buttons. Just to be safe. I don't know what's going on, so. He's gonna make an explosion? What the fuck? It feels like he's going to kill himself. I'm ready, are you? Good, then let our charge commence. I hereby place my humble life in your hands. What? Gata immediately heads off into the labyrinth, like what a mother cat does. His stride might just pick up us and pull us along by the neck. What of that genius plan? Do you have knowledge of an art that trends death, Shramana, wandering monk? That's right. Just what is this idea you've invited me to hear? Yes, about that. Forgive me, I have no such thing. That was my means, as in, to justify my ends. What? Huh? So a lie? What the hell is this old man spouting? Does it look like the time to be telling jokes? And it's just full of hot air? His statement was so far that even Shinji, who wasn't even in the student council room, chimed in. Looks like he was peeking in on us from somewhere. I'll dutifully accept your ire. However, I, Monji Gato, must use any means necessary to meet Jinako. To do that, I mustn't be occupied with such trivial labyrinth traps and enemies. Akinoki Shinabi, Sir Gilgamesh, I apologize, but I request that you indulge my selfishness. To the pessimist sentinel, we haven't the leisure to stroll, for the counter above our heads continues to fall. And whose fault is that? Is a question I had no time for, as Gato pushes forward. No ifs, ands, or buts. Not much we can do about it. We'll just have to go back to the room Jinako was in. I mean, it was a straight shot, right? Are you gonna make me do the whole thing over again? Maybe I'll say everybody's got conviction. Yes, yes. Chip. Is he just chilling with us? Implicitly? Yeah, here he is. Okay. Oh man. We drag ourselves back to where Jinako is. She even stuck around for us. Jinako looks up at Gato with a blank stare. Gato does his thing and plunks himself down on the ground, cross-legged in front of her. At last. I was able to meet you in person. Your expression is really and truly does look awful. So naggy, man. You planning to lecture me? Or do you just want to prove your worth by showing how helpful you are? Looking for a place to settle in the student council, old man? The Earth had no such place where I belong. Not anywhere. I certainly did run around the world, but the answer I sought was nowhere to be found. Come on. So nice moment controller, please. Why did you get caught up in so many wires? And instantly died again. Okay, here we go. Diving into the moon was my last hope, and when I finally met the truth, she said, "Yeah, there is no answer," and left. No, she's planning to come back right away. My wife, my goddess, is a merciful one. Is about to drop my food? My food. After our single defeat, she unmistakably forgave me by speaking the words, "Gato, get to work." I think she said that. Well, enough about me. For the time being, let's talk about us humans. I wanted to hear your voice. Gross. You sideburns creep. Jinako isn't a Christian or a Buddhist. I'm even this uninterested in offering your sketchy god anything. Not even a single tin of cat food, Dumbo. Precisely, now that your creed is desperate, consider praying to my resplendent god. When one door is shut, another window opens. If you sincerely object to that, then try complaining about something. I never fail to clean my ears every morning. I've been telling you, man, there's no such thing as gods. If any sort of god exists, then it's death, and that's it. The only thing I can believe in is heavy, and it's cold enough to make your fingers stick. Touch of death. Mongrel? Gilgamesh whispers low and glances sideways at me, telling me to check the 5 meditations in my left arm. But I reply, shaking my head. I've yet to sense any indicators of her SG. Yeah, there is never any sort of god. It's because God abandoned me. After all, it doesn't matter. No matter where you go in this world, it all belongs to the chosen geniuses. Like you, Kishinami. And don't tell me otherwise. Oh man, you're a dummy, but you're a genius when it comes to affirming the world, right? But no genius can break this wall. Death is absolute. It treats everyone the same. There's no genius or mediocre beings in death's eyes. There isn't anyone who doesn't fear death, which means there's nothing to blame me for. As a human being, not moving a single step is to be expected. I have to admit that is true. Jinako Kirigiri, try talking to me about the origin of your rage. The cause. I'll absolve you of your sins all in one go. I don't get what you mean, worthless mug, saying a totally worthless person. Doesn't make one pixel of sense. Isn't it enough? I don't want to speak another word. You gave me plenty company, right? It's pointless to chase after me. Only death lies ahead. No killing, just simple death. Kishinami, Gato, you won't be spared. Not the student council bunch or the AIs or the NPCs, no one gets spared anyway. No one! Our destiny here is to turn into spiritual foam and disappear. Jinako. She left her ship behind. Poofing away again. Hold it, Jinako! Leaping before he thinks. For a man of religion, he's intense, isn't he? Once again, Jinako slipped away further into the labyrinth. And we're losing sight of Gato now that he's chasing her. Our problem's doubled out of nowhere. There still hasn't been any SG reaction. I wonder if we really should keep going deeper in. There was no place where he belonged, he said. I can't discern his intentions, but that Gato goes straight for the core, doesn't he? We'll pursue Mamoru. This is the labyrinth's terminal at last. Let us see how that commoner struggles. That leopard print looks pretty good on you, man. Shown at the display are BBS and aggregator signs. Carelessly left about are manga, games, junk food, and stuff. This is the only place here that looks like Jinako's room back in the old school. I guess to Jinako, this is her comfy space. And what a space it is. ¿Dónde está? Ether crystal. I like that I haven't had to use any item. I've had to use.
少し通信の音量を下げてください。はい。ガトーモンジは何がしたいのでしょう。
I don't want to go too far too fast and trigger something else. Get over there. Capacio. Hopefully we get the stun off the chains of valor. Hold on. Okay, there's a chance. I want to say... Attack. Nobody here cards. Which is fine by me. What? That did a bunch of damage, even if it was just blocked. Do I'll do another change of that. Attack. And Lucio. We're done here. Please level up. Hey, you dropped ratio. And we leveled up. No.
爪の先ほどの変化だが成長したかザッシュ。
That end. Where is it? Oh, hey. Can I just... Yeah.
僕の時も狙われるとは俺のカリスマも困ったものよ。
カリスマ。The chains of heaven. A bit of break. I don't know. Do that. Come on. Come on. You silly thing. I wonder if it's the wire. The remedy. Interesting. Did I choose the wrong path? Yeah, I think this one might be invisible path too. Yeah. Get over here. Must have
退
been
屈
told.
な遊びはほどほどにな。見えているぞ。見えるがいい。秋のやつ見えるがいい。
Damn it. Eh. Whatever, he's dead.
目覚ましにもならない。感覚はいいが退屈すぎるのも考えものよ。遅い。減る前に直しておけ。
Get over here.
話にならん。
Every time.
退
Okay.
屈な遊びは見えているぞ。見えるがいい。見えるがいい。秋のやつよ。良い度胸だ。当然だ。
It's getting to the point where I wish I could just walk through them.
なかなか新鮮ではないか。
Okay. Oh no, we're dealing with invisible paths again. Yeah, this guy, that one over there. Get over here.
さて、戦いになるかどうか。さて、どうで。脆いな。貴様は秋のやつよ。良い度胸だ。バカめ。秋のやつよ。
I can't believe I got that perfect.
楽しいではないか。雑誌だ。リハビリとしては上出来だ。感覚は良いが退屈すぎるのも考えものよ。
Of course. Jinako the liar. Oh, my pass. Ooh, they shoot.
また似たようなものばかり。 持ちこたえ。見えているぞ。良い度胸だ。当然だ。考えるにあた
Pretty good at this. No, fuck. Oh, controller.
今日だけは見逃せ。小生は進まねばならんのだ。
How is he even making it through everybody? He's not the proper mage, I guess. And you don't have no servant anymore. Yeah, so that's that. I'm gonna do this the fun way.
神戸を垂れよ。最低の
So there's all a fountain in the other direction. So he gets the Inky Dew treatment.
脆いな。脆いな。目覚ましい。戦う価値はあったのか。
Shockwave second
小粒
strike.
であってもこの輝きにはやはり財宝とはこうあるべきよな。
X to stun and defeat weaker enemies. Might as well check it out.
甘いわ。
Ooh, okay. Yeah, let's give that a shot. Oh, it's stunned. Alright, whatever. Interesting. Oh, and he starts the first two stunned. Fascinating. Ever so intriguing. Get chained, idiot.
見えているぞ。笑わせるな。考えるにあたわぬわ。
Yeah. I can see why they categorized him as just Gilgamesh and not like Archer again. Though I will say, what is that I want to say? It's never stopped. Having an unorthodox fighting style has never really stopped Fate before from categorizing. Whatever they want is whatever the fuck they want. But it is nice we have the ability to skip fights now. I did not know that's what that was. I thought I had to like select it from the menu. So clumsy was this ability. Good job. Yeah, that was wishful thinking on my part. I didn't see it, the sign. I hope though. Oh shit, that's right. We're already here. She did say something about a wall, didn't she? Hey, Jinako. This looks like the wall people die behind. We finally arrive at the innermost section of the 12th floor. Jinako's standing statue still in the back of this room. Still no signs of Karna. Jinako has stayed all alone since the 11th floor. If her wish is for death itself, then what could Karna possibly do about it? And I can do even less. Go any further and you're dead meat. Jinako's dispassionate voice echoes through the labyrinth. It sounded to me like a prank she made once before. Jinako's tone doesn't sound serious either. Just thinking about budging a single inch makes all the tendons and muscles within my body squeak with a voiceless wail. This is giving me goosebumps. This sensation. It's what awaits those who are defeated in the Holy Grail War. Yeah, I knew it. That's the last SG. I'll give it to you if you want it. I'll just die a little. So this is the barrier which falls upon the Holy Grail Wars conquered and burns off the thread of their souls. Well, will you go all or nothing with an attempt? If you're lucky, no. If your fate is nothingness, perhaps you'll go through. There's nothing to suspect. This is a trap. I don't really think it's likely that Jinako built the wall like this on her own. BB probably gave her a hand. I'm sure that BB's looking down on us and chuckling over how frightened we are to be at death's door. But if that's the case, then I... Oh shit. If you won't go and die, then allow me to go and live. Hakuno Kishinami. Oh shit. And so he appears at last. Protagonist has no right to show up late. Go and settle this.
この辺りが頃合いよ。ジナコカリギリの続年と呵責。俺がいただく。
This would just about be the right time. This foolish monk, Manjigato, shall accept Jinako Kirikiri's worldly desires and self-censure. Gato, what's going on? This doesn't feel right somehow. I don't see an iota of his usual irksomeness, and his expression is neither anger nor fear. I see enlightenment and... Is that pity? In any case, Gata's going up to the wall of death. I say... Don't push it. You'll be throwing your life away, man. I do like don't push it, don't. I'm gonna save just in case this is like a load-bearing decision. Though I highly doubt it. What? Oh, fuck. That's not what that meant. This one. You can't do this, Gato. There's no sense in it.
どうもこうもない。これが小生の役割なのだ。ポジションメイキングである。
Position making they are. It is what it is. This is the role I must play. I'm making my position clear. As if slipping through the entrance curtains of a casual izakaya bar, Gato smoothly steps into that domain. Jinako's body snaps stiff with horror, since the machinations of the labyrinth ruthlessly unfold. I was unable to even react fast enough against Gato's overly composed determination. No. I still had a sliver of margin to stop him, but a suppressive determination swelled behind Gato.
おっさん、もう止めらんないから、それ。
Oh man, I can't stop it at this
あ
point.
んたは分解される。ムーンセルから跡形もなくなる。死ぬんだ。
You'll be disassembled. All traces of you will be lost for the moon cell. You're gonna die.
おっさん無駄に体がでかいから、人より処理に時間がかかるかもだけどね。
But you're as big as a whale, so it'll take more time to process you than other people, old man.
おっさんではない。坊さんであると言ったはずだ。
I am no old man. I thought I told you. I'm a monk.
ああ、それと一つ言い忘れておった。策がないと言ったな。すまぬが、あれこそが嘘だ。
Also, there is one more thing I forgot to mention. I told you I had no plan, right, Kishinami? Sorry, but that was the lie. Sorry about that, I forgot to do something earlier and I just remembered and did it now. Also, oh no, Gato's sacrificing himself. Shit. This makes it much cooler in my eyes. Also, there's one more thing I forgot to mention. I told you I had no plan, right, Kishinami? Sorry, but that was a lie.
死なねばならないと聞いて、小生の出番とピンときてな。なぜなら
Once I heard that someone must die, I just knew it was my time to shine. And that's because...
実は小生、すでに死んでおったのだ。いや、うすうす感づいていたが、記憶を取り戻してはっきりしたわい。
The truth is that I was already dead. Well, I'd faintly suspected it, but only once I regained my memories it became clear as day.
なので、ここで死しても同じこと。死者が死ぬことで SG が手に入るとは、これほどうまい妙案はありえまい。
Thus perishing here is all the same. obtaining an SG by having a dead man die? What cleverer, genius plan is there? Gato roars laughing. But this isn't something one can just laugh off. Gato was already dead? He was probably defeated in the near-side Holy Grail War. To tell the truth, I had a feeling that's how it was. I mean, Gato himself said my servant went away. The servant wasn't preyed on by BB's black noise. Before Gato was attacked by BB, he had already lost his servant. So basically, after he was defeated in the Holy Grail War, he was plunged into the far side. And so that's why, within the near side, Manji Gato is a master who's already dead. He's a ghost who can't exist anywhere else, besides the far side of the moon. He's nothing more than a dead man's dream, having been processed by the moon cell as being defeated in the near side. Chief Gato.
やっぱりそうだったのね。
So it really was like that.
そう悲しむな、良きライバルたちよ。愚僧は力及ばず、聖杯戦争の4回戦で敗北し、容赦なく塵に帰った。
Don't be so sad, my virtuous rivals. By my lack of strength, I lost the 4th round of the Holy Grail War, and cruelly returned to being dust.
だがその刹那、死は確定したものの、消滅する直前に BB が現れ、小生をこの裏側に引き込んだのだ。
However, there was an instant. Though my death was decided, BB appeared before I ceased and pulled me into the far side.
この体は元より死にも、悲しむことはお門違いだ。むしろこう思ってほしい。
This body was a corpse all along. Your sorrow was misguided. I would prefer you think of me this way.
死んだガトーがまた笑った。死んでからも役に立った。2度おいしいウルトラグドウソウがいたのだと。
Though Gato had died, he left again. He was useful even after dying and was, for a second time, a great, ultra truth-seeking monk.
おっさん。
Oh man, you too.
おっさんはおかしいっす。なんで笑えるっすか。こんなのいじめっす。
No, you're acting strange, old man. Why would you be laughing? This is bullying.
聖杯戦争で負けて死んだと思ったら生きていて助かったって喜んでいたら現実を突きつけられて。
You lost the Holy Grail War and thought you were dead. Then you lived on. You were glad you were saved and you showed us the truth.
おっさんはもっと怒ったり悲しんだりすべきっす。っていうか本気でわかんない。
You should be more angry, more sad, old man. I mean, I really don't get it.
私を救うとか言ってたけど、おっさんの方が何倍も救われないじゃん。
You've said all that stuff about saving me, but you've 1,000 times less hope than me, old man.
神様神様言ってずっと信じてきたのに、神様はおっさんを救わない。
You went on and on about gods. You've always believed in them, and now there's no God saving you.
そんなのおかしいと思わないの？不公平だらけじゃない。この世は全部残酷にできている。
Don't you think that's strange? Everything isn't fair. This whole world is nothing but cruelty, the whole thing.
ハンピーは救われない。負け組は生まれた時から決まってる。死の運命は冗談みたいに落ちてくる。
The normies can't be saved. Doom falls straight down on losers, of course, from the day they're born. Like it's some big joke.
そうよ。何も悪いことをしてないのに、私のパパとママは死んじゃった。
That's right. They did nothing wrong, but my mama and papa still died.
普通に道を歩いてた
I
だけ
can't
で
do that line justice.
映画みたいにぺしゃんことか笑えない。
All they did was walk down the street, and they got flattened, like it's some movie. It's not funny.
トラックの事故って何？アイスバーンで滑ったって何？運がなかったって何？
An accident with a truck? What? It slipped on an icy road? What? They weren't lucky? What?
才能がない人間には 抑えないっていうわけ。文句を言う機会さえ取り上げられてるの。
Does that mean people without talent don't even have luck? They didn't even get a chance to complain?
やだ。私はもうやだ。こんなひどい放置プレイ耐えられない。
I'm done. I'm done with this now. I can't take this awful game of
神
neglect.
様はパパとママを見放した。私だって見放した。
The gods abandoned Papa and Mama, and then they abandoned me.
じゃあ生きていてもしょうがない。こんな世界どこにも救いはない。ネットの中ぐらいしか平等じゃない。
So what can I do even if I'm alive? There's no salvation anywhere in this kind of world. The only fair place is on the internet.
だからしょうがないよね。私は何も悪くない。ネットに引きこもるのは当然だもん。
So there's nothing I can do about it, right? I did nothing wrong. Of course I could find myself to the internet.
うん。ネットだけが平等の暇つぶし。みんなで仲良く距離を保って、なんとなく仲間泣きができればいいんだ。
No, the internet's only fair when it comes to wasting time. We all keep a friendly distance. Sort of feeling like friends is good enough.
みんなで妬み合って、憎み合って、ごちそうを分け合って、笑い合って、虚しさも分け合って。
We envy together, hate together, split our goods together, laugh together, share the futility of it all.
それでいい。あとはゆっくり。いつか来る死を待ってるだけでいい。
It's fine. Just patiently waiting for death to come. That's fine.
私は脱出なんてしない。私は何も期待しない。私は本当なんて聞きたくもない。
I won't escape. I don't expect anything. I don't want to hear the
だ
truth.
って初めからいなかった。みんなを見守ってくれる神様なんてどこにもいなかったんだから。
I mean, the gods never existed to begin with. Those gods who watch over everyone never existed anywhere. Like a broken dam, Jinako pours her heart out. Come on, controller. The cries didn't come from being trapped on the far side of the moon. They were pent up inside her since long before. And Takano Kishinami has no answer to her cries. I can't even recall my memories from before the Holy Grail. I'm probably not that qualified to sympathize with Jinako's grief. If anyone can dispel her darkness, it's one person, and one person only. Only Manjigato, as standing on the drawn precipice of death, gazing at Jinako with full composure.
参ったの。
Well, this is a bit of a pickle.
それは違う。それは違うのだ。その怒りは全くもって意味のないものなのだ。
That's wrong. That's wrong, see? Your anger has utterly no meaning.
良いか、カリギリよ。お主は神様なんていないと言っておったが、それは間違いだ。
Listen, Karigiri. You said there's no such thing as gods, but you are mistaken.
神はいる。確かにいる。俺は世界を巡って多くの、あまりにも多くの神に触れてきた。
Gods exist. I'm positive they do. I traversed the world and came into contact with many. Far too many gods.
土着の神がいた。侵略者の神がいた。営みから生まれた神がいた。営利から生まれた神がいた。
There were indigenous gods. There were invader gods. Gods born from natural intercourse. Gods born from commercialization.
恐るべきたたり神もいた。小生好みの肉感的な女神もいた。よくわからない萌え神もいた。
There were fearsome curse gods, sensual goddesses that interested me greatly. Even moe gods I didn't quite
ま
understand.
さに千差万別。八百万の概念は日本だけの話ではない。地球規模の話よ。
Truly an infinite variety. And not all concepts of gods lie solely in Japan. It's a global phenomenon.
その多種多様さに圧倒されながらも、俺はある事実に気づいた。すべての神にはある共通点があると。
Though I was overwhelmed by the adversity, I came upon a truth. All gods have something in common.
お主には言うまでもなかろう。現実世界において、個人を幸福にした神はこの惑星には存在しない。
Bet I hardly need to tell you. Out in the real world, on this planet there exists no gods who bless individuals.
それで、ようやく悟った。この世に神は増します。されど、人を救う神は、ただの一つもいないのだと。
And at last I was enlightened. Gods exist in this world, yet not one god exists who saves people.
なぜだかわかるか？単純なことだ。それは、アバターを彫った者は人間だからだ。
And do you know why that is? Quite simple. Humans are sculpted in God's images, as avatars.
人間とは、奪い、殺し、貪り、そして忘れるもの。おお、まさにスーパーニート。
Humans. They steal, kill, covet, and lastly, forget. Oh, yes. Truly, they are super neat.
嘆かわしきかな。人間とはそもそもニートなのだ。何も悪いことではない。
Humans are just wretched neats all along, and there's nothing wrong with that. Are you?
真理ここに至ったか。
So the truth has been revealed.
じゃあジナコさんが引きこもっているのも動物として普通なんすか？
What? So in terms of being an animal, it's normal for Jinako to shut herself in?
そうなのだ。なので、衣食住が足りていれば、うちにこもるのは自明の理。基本、人間は怠けるもの、罪深いもの。
That's right. Because if all of one's basic needs are met, it's only natural to shut in. And therefore, humans are idle, sinful
ゆえ
beings.
に、人間は己が悪であることを否定できないがゆえ、自らを罰したくて仕方がない。
Humans cannot deny their born wickedness. Thus, they cannot help but to punish themselves.
しかし愚かなるか。人間は人間を罰せられるのだ。何しろ、同じ穴の無地なだからな。そこで必要になったものが神だ。
Foolish or no, people failed to punish humanity. Birds of a feather, after all. And for us birds, a need for gods arose.
神々は人間を救わない。人々の理想によって性格を得た神。人間の望み通り、人間を悪として扱う。
The gods don't save people. The gods, personified by humanity's ideals, treat people as evil, as was our true desire.
神とはこれ、人間への究極の罰なのだ。これが地上を駆け回り、すべての宗教を学んだ小生の結論である。
This is what gods are, humanity's ultimate punishment. From having ran about the earth and studied all religions, that is my takeaway.
罰、神様が罰。
Punishment? This is God's punishment?
Parts of Manjigato's soul which compose him. At best, I'd expect these visual components to occupy no more than one small portion of his resources. Even that's starting to clearly fade away. He's being tormented by an unimaginable agony and an unspeakable sense of loss. Despite that, Gato explains merit with ever more fluidity and increasing volume. I wish I could get louder for this.
恐ろしい結論だった。
What a frightening takeaway.
俺は怒りに任せ、完全な神を求めた。人間の悪性にまみれていない原始の神聖を探し続けたのだ。
I gave myself to rage and sought a perfect god. I kept searching for a primordial god, unbesmirched by the wickedness of men.
その行為そのものが悪であると理解しながらな。
I did that, knowing that the very action itself was evil.
まあそれはそれでよい。若気の至りだ。俺の反省などお主にする話ではないな。
Well, that's enough of that. I was enthusiastic in my youth. You don't need to hear about half my life. Gato suddenly took a breath and looked at the palm of his hand. His fingertips were riddled with holes now, overflowing with noise. One couldn't even tell if he was holding up scissors or paper. Or he doesn't see himself as satisfied, perhaps.
カリギリよ。己と神を嘆くのは時間の無駄だ。
Karigiri. Lamenting me or the gods is a waste of time.
なぜなら、神様はお前を見放したのではない。
And that is because the gods haven't abandoned you.
神は、初めから誰も見てはいない。お前は初めから誰にも見放されてはいない。
The gods never watched over anyone to begin with. From the very beginning, no one had ever abandoned you.
じゃあ、
Dad,
どうして自分だけこんなに苦しいんすか？
why am I the only one who suffers
どう
this
して
much?
自分はどこにも行けないんすか？
Why do I have no place to go?
Oh shit, he has it too. The sentinel wails, and Gato nods. My left arm is reacting. It's the signal that an SG is materializing. Except, Monji Gato's arm was shining too, but with far greater intensity. Gato wasn't bestowed with the 5 meditations technique, but in his arm burns the radiance that shouldn't be, and it shines dazzlingly.
どうしてどこにも行けなかったのか。なぜ悪行を犯していなかったのに、お主の人生は苦しかったのか。
Why you had nowhere to go? What reward is pain for one who lives a life without transgression?
それは誰のせいでもない。わかるか？それはただ間が悪かっただけなのだ。
It's nobody's fault. Don't you see? You were simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
何それ？間が悪かった。
Hold on. What does that mean? The wrong place? At the wrong time?
そうだ。お前自身の選択も、お前を取り巻く環境も。
Sure, the life you led for yourself, the environment you exposed yourself to.
お前が良しとして、しかし手に入らなかったささやかな未来の夢も。
That modest dream for a future where you came to know contentment. It was a future you never got your hands on.
それらすべてが、たまたまその時だけ、噛み合わなかっただけなのだ。
Every one of those things in your life was little more than a fickle star that refused to align.
お主の人生は、それだけの話である。
And such is your life, fickle star. His voice was humble yet bold. Thus spoke Gato. Such is your life, a fickle star. Was his conclusion so cool and detached? But how could Gato say those words, those things, with such moving and warm affirmation? To call someone's life a fickle star, it's as if you were a teacher slapping some glittery stickers on a few homework assignments after the pupils slaved away to finish them.
Yeah.
そんな間に合わせの理屈なんかで済まされる話じゃない。
You can't just chalk everything I've been up through up to bad timing.
悪かっただけなんて。そんなの無意味だし、デタラメだし。
My, cir-
でもやりきれないよ。
my circumstances were unhappy coincidences? Are you joking? That doesn't work. That RNG's a game thing. People can't live that way.
Jinako screams again. You can see her heart cave in on itself. What's cruel and certain is that the more Jinako senses Gacha's nearing death, the brighter her SG shines. This corrupted monk's coercive lecture imparts into Jinako's mind the absolute truth about the meaning and futility of death. Though likely blinded by now, Gacha turns his eyes towards his arm and smiles, satisfied. Or so he looked like to me.
Jinako, お主も悪い。だが周りも悪い。要は全てが悪かった。
Jinako, indeed you are to blame. Your surroundings are also to blame. All facets of life are in themselves our transgressions.
人生とはそんなものだ。全てが悪いのだから、悲観するのはバカバカしいぞ。
That's what life is. Everything is at fault. Is it not foolish to lament this?
バカはおっさんだよ。私なんかより嘘つきで。
You're the foolish one, old man. You're a big fat liar. Way more serious, way more so than me.
私よりぼっちじゃないか。誰にも理解されてないじゃないか。
You've been all alone this whole time, even more than me, haven't you? No one understood you, did they?
悲しいな。悲しいだけだ。それとは別のところに喜びもまたあった。人生とは無意味という意味のせめぎ合いだ。
Indeed. Sad. But sad was all it was. Even then, by looking elsewhere, there's joy to be found. Life is conflict between meaning and futility.
なのでこう思うのだ、ワコード。ただ間が悪かったのだと。すべての物事は大抵それで型がつくぞ。
Look at it this way, young one. Your timing could have been better. That's all. Everything in your life could have been better.
騙されたと思って口にしてみるがいい。気持ち、心が軽くなるからな。
If you don't believe me, just say it out loud. Feel the weight fall off your shoulders. While laughing, Gacha abruptly spins around. His face is hardly recognizable. His frail, noise-coated hand reaches towards me, as if beckoning me, as if trying to grab at me.
答えてやるがよい。あれはあの道家が得た生涯唯一にして最高の悟りの手だ。
Go ahead, meet with the fiend, for his hand has touched enlightenment, the greatest gift life has to offer. Oh wow. The inside of the glove is little things. A chill jolts through me. This is farewell. The moment I clutched his hand, it spontaneously disintegrated. For the slightest instant, he firmly grips back enough to hurt. His grip felt like a gnarled, sun-baked rock. Delivered to me was Jinako Kirigyori's final SG.
おさん、そんなことを言うために、私なんかに伝えるために、ここまで来たっていうの。
You really did this, old man? So you could say all that stuff to someone like me?
無論 SG なんぞよくわからぬ。勝手についてきよった。
Of course. I know little of these SG things. But I did this of my own accord.
では、小生はこれにて入滅。生涯をかけて武神を求めた男が死後さまよってはいられまい。
So it is time that I expired. For a man who spends his lifetime seeking nirvana, has no business wavering before death.
聖者の役に立って消えるのな。これこそ善行。ジナコカリギリのトゲも取れたし、言うことなしである。
If my end takes the shape of a helping hand, then let me pluck Jinako Kirigiri's thorn. Death doesn't get any better than that.
ま、それはそれとして、心の悩みはともかく、体のだらしなさは節操の管轄外。
That said, even if I can heal your mind, a woman's waist size is outside my humble jurisdiction.
さらばだジナコ。次に会う時までダイエットに勤しんでおれ。目標、成人女性の平均65キロなり。
Farewell, Jinako. Until we meet again, be diligent with your diet. The average weight of an adult woman is 65 kilograms.
言ってるもん。それぐらいキープしてるもん。私、バカバカ。
There's a reason no one asked you. All systems green here, so thank you very much. Now go. Shoot. Shoot.
強がりは焼き豚のもと。その虚言癖だけは生中には治らぬようだの。
Bravado is the spice of life that sustains no one I see. Jill, you're not going to make things better for yourself with white lies alone. Yes. Monjigato disintegrates, laughing until the very end. He may have accepted that this would happen ever since he got his memories back. His strength deserves respect. Once he accepted that he was a dead man, he toiled for his allies until the very end. Monjigato stuck to what he does best.
おっさん、本当に、
Oops, shit. I'm just gonna check something really quick. Alright.
嘘だってば、そんな気なかったんだよ。
Just remembered I didn't get that other line. Hold on. I think it was this one. Okay.
Oh man, did he? Did he really die? This isn't happening. I didn't mean for this. I
私が
didn't.
言いたかったのは、みんな最後には死んじゃうってことだけ。
All I meant to do was make the point that everyone dies in
殺
the
す気なん
end.
て死ねばいいなんて思うわけないじゃん。
I didn't want to kill. As if I would actually mean all the go ahead and die stuff.
なのにどうして自分から死んじゃうのよ。そんなの。
Why do you have to go die on his own? That's
私困る。ひどい。ひどいよ。おっさん、ひどすぎる。
that's not fair to me. You're terrible, terrible, awful
どうして死ん
man.
じゃうの。かっこつけて人を本気で感心させて人生観変えちゃって。
Made you up and die, huh? To show off? To impress me? Put my foot in my mouth?
なのにそれと引き換えに死なれちゃったらどうするの。
None of that was worth your life. What's wrong
おっ
with
さんを犠牲
you?
にしてのうのうと生きているなんてみっともなさすぎる。私今度こそ行き場がない。
You sacrifice yourself and tell me to live on and whatever. It's a disgrace. Now we really have nobody to turn to.
やだ。もうやだ。
Enough. I've had
こんな
enough.
惨めな私恥ずかしくって生きてなんかいられない。
What a piece of garbage I am. You can't live it with this shame.
来ないで。誰も来ないで。私なんかずっと一人ぼっちで引きこもっていればいいんだ。
Don't follow me. Don't anyone come near me. Someone like me should be locked up and left alone forever.
Gato's words weren't able to save Jinako. No. That might be wrong. If anything, Gato probably saved Jinako too well. He made sure Jinako got the message and then some. So it's Jinako who can't deal with still being around. The answer Gato showed her was so correct that Jinako, who hates her own weakness so much, couldn't take it anymore.
カウント機構の消失確認しました。状態異常オールクリア。
Countdown mechanism confirmed. Cleared. Hakuno Kishinabe's status. All clear.
迷宮第12階は SG を失い、一時的な安定状態に保たれています。
With the loss of the SG, the labyrinth's 12th floor is now temporarily stabilized.
ラニー、あなたのシステムボイスが今ほどありがたいことはありません。冷静さを取り戻すにはいい反応です。
Ronnie, your emotionless system voice reporting is more devoid of appreciation than ever. It's a good response to gain us back to our composure.
いえ、こんな言い方しかできない自分が嫌になりますね。
Now, I'm sure you hated that your computer talk is all you can use to help us out at this point.
お聞きの通りです。一時こちらに帰還してください。
Listen up, Hakuno. You have to pull back for the time
この
being.
先は彼女の心の中での戦いです。我々にも心を整理する時間が必要でしょう。
Battle within Jinako's mind is nigh. Along with you, we all needed a little time to clear our heads. Mission clear. Today is... It's kind of a weird thing about these drop heavy shit like that, and just weirdly cheerful. Although something tells me BB wouldn't have it any other way. Where the fuck is Julius? Pad. Student council rooms. Okay. Let's just head straight to my room then.
再び立つのは億劫よな。
Oh, that's right, the lamp. Tasteful. Hey, girl. Do you want to talk about what just happened?
この衣装をあつらえたのはなかなか良い趣味をしているな。
Sure, we can talk about your gaudy ass outfit, sure. Whoever ordered this outfit has rather fine taste, don't you think, Hakuno? Oh boy, do I feel bad for cheering Gilgamesh. It's sort of very, Emperor of the Night?
そのような下船の輩と一緒にするな。俺は王。人類最古にして最初の逸話である。
Emperor? Don't group me together with those scum. I am a king. I am mankind's oldest and first anecdote.
まあしかし
Anecdote.
夜の帝王。隠しようもなく陰微な響きよ。よい。気に入った。
Though, that said, Emperor of the Night. It has an obscene ring to it, and it's not trying to hide it. Good. It pleases me.
ならばその呼び名にふさわしく、ギロッポンで偶風の後に、ザギンでシースーでもしようではないか。
The title calls for some Roppongi Fugu munchies. Then we can hit up Ginza and some sushi after. What say you? Slang like that has some soul to it. But what the hell time period does this merry old king think he belongs to?
無論帰りは敷宅だ。俺のエクスペリエンスカードがうなりを上げ、オークションの扉は開かれるであろう。
Eventually we'll come back in a... Oh, wait. Zeta? My experience card will let a small beep and the door to my luxury apartment opens. He's this dead set on the outfit, huh? Now all he's doing is gushing praise for it. What else would one expect from a servant who has full experience of all the world's joys? All I could feel was overwhelmed by the generosity it took him to unabashedly rock that outfit. I keep saying it's a hell of a look for him. Oh god. We're about to do a boss fight. You might as well put the shit back on. We can put the other one back on. Shine. Modern weird color. Alright. Just in case. Oh no, I put it in front of it. There. Jinako's third SG. Hold on. I can probably... Where is it? There it is. Yeah. Oh no! It's a safe preventing character. Too bad your progress has been lost. But... If it's all just gonna end someday, then I decided I won't do anything. I thought when it ends someday, I want to be smiling. Which is the real me anyway. Which is the real easy mode. We have our full profile, so I might as well fuck around with it. Jinako kitty kitty. Wait. Did I have that one before? Hold on.
82キロ。余裕の2桁っすよ。
Bust waist hips.
109、87、112。ふかふかボディだもん。
Weak point.
知らないっすよ。けど、
Shit.
髪を撫でられるのは好きだ
Hair.
かな。
Interesting. What voices are the
イ
best?
ケてるボイス最高。カエルナさんだってそこだけは高得点なのにさ。
It's the only area where Karna scores points. Favorite color on over a daring, sexy black.
見せる相手がいないので、あえてのセクシーブラック。本当は白だけどね。悪い？
I don't have a partner, but that's good. Jinako's cool. Angelic Shota servant would be. I know people who talk like that. They don't like Shotas, but I know people who talk like that. Well, I have no need for sleep, although you probably need some to grasp who that man was. Monjigato, was it? The reason I have no disdain for religion is because now and again there are those who reach such a caliber. He was yet far from being enlightened, but I'd say he was sufficiently capable of being a high moon. By that I mean someone that explains, teaches, guides their pupils on the right path, so long as one hasn't lost their sanity yet. The moment he accepted his death was the moment he cast away the vow he had made, the vow to seek the gods he believed in. Without his selfishness, all that remained in that man was the virtue he cultivated and amassed over the years. Humans are beyond control. One cannot attain enlightenment when one is selfish and doesn't seek the lofty height of losing selfishness. That is the one thing even a messiah can't evade. One's karma, one's suffering. That's why, when man leaves his footprints, what man leaves with his footprints are worthy sights to behold. Jinako Kirigiri is the same. Well, where her self-resignation take her? Let's ascertain the answer. Not a Jinako episode if we don't end on a heavy silence. So let's end the day and without set or sunrise. I recall that after we came back yesterday, Leo told me he wanted to discuss something. I feel down, but I have to head to the student council room. After all, we have yet to clear the labyrinth. Final confrontation with Jinako awaits. But that can be saved for another week. Another one in the bag. Although I do feel like I need to change the title of this stream. So I'll go back into that. Probably tomorrow. I have a lot of work to do content-wise tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be able to do it. But, yeah. That's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed, at the very least. It sounds like this. I really do wish that I could go back to the closet and then just fucking belt out all I want. But my new setup is my new setup is too handy. It's too good. But all that aside, I say it at the end of every episode, but I really do hope you guys are taking care of yourselves one way or another. Even if you don't think so, there's gotta be somebody who misses you. Even if they're not on... I can't speak about this. Not well, not eloquently. But, I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. And I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day, rest of your week. And, I'll see you guys next time. Take care. I'm Ina.